Today we will be looking at lesson 13.3, How to Buy a Home. I would suggest taking notes during this presentation. An average house in the United States costs more than $200,000, which does not include other costs that come with home ownership. When you buy a home, you will probably have to take out a loan. A loan to buy real estate such as land or a house is called a mortgage. The property serves as collateral for the loan. If you don't repay your loan according to the terms of the mortgage, your property may be foreclosed and become property of the lender. Your local government charges property taxes based on the value of your property. The lender may require you to pay your taxes and homeowner's insurance proportionally each month with the mortgage payment. These amounts are held in an escrow account until the insurance and tax payments are due. Then the lender makes these payments for you out of the escrow account. A mortgage payment generally covers two costs: repayment of principal and interest. The principal is the amount you borrow. To qualify for most mortgages, you will have to pay a specified percentage of the purchase price upfront as a down payment. Usually this amount is between 10 and 20% of the price. There are several types of mortgages. Each has advantages and disadvantages. Some mortgages charge the same interest rate for the entire term of the loan. These are called fixed rate mortgages. They usually last from 15 to 30 years. The greatest advantage of these types of loans is that your payment does not change. Interest rates on some loans go up or down as other interest rates in the economy rise or fall. These loans are called adjustable rate mortgages. The main disadvantage of these loans is that rates and the payments can increase when the interest rates rise. If you are a first-time home buyer, you may qualify for an FHA mortgage. An FHA mortgage is a loan insured by the Federal Housing Administration designed to reduce the down payment. If you are a military veteran, you may qualify for a VA mortgage. This loan is insured by the Veterans Administration to help past and present military people buy a home. A graduated payment mortgage allows you to make payments for a few years and much larger ones later. Interest-only mortgages were popular in the early years of the 21st century. These loans require borrowers to pay only the interest for a period of time, typically 5 years, before they start paying on the principal of the loan. Buying a home is likely to be the biggest financial commitment you make in your life. Unlike most purchases, a home might also be a good investment. A house might appreciate or increase in value over time. When you sell your house, you may make a profit. Equity is the difference between what a home is worth and what the buyer still owes on the mortgage. You can use the equity in your home as collateral to borrow for other purposes. This is called a home equity loan. A rule of thumb says you can afford a house that costs up to 2.5 times your annual gross income. Large debts reduce this amount. If your annual gross income is $70,000 and you have little current debt, you should be able to afford a $175,000 home. This is a way to limit your search to affordable houses. Before you tour a home with your agent, list your most important features. Walk through all rooms and note what you like and dislike about each house and each neighborhood. Be sure everything mechanical works. Look for signs of problems, such as watermarks on the ceilings or musty odors. When you find the house you want, hire a professional building inspector. The inspector will check parts of the house you may not be able to evaluate yourself, such as the furnace, electrical system, and roof. When you have chosen a house you want to buy, you make an offer for it. An offer is a proposal to buy the house for a stated price. Generally, the price listed for a house is more than the seller expects to get for it. You should first offer several $1,000s below the price. Your agent will present your offer to the seller in a formal document. If the seller accepts your price, you have a deal. But the seller may make a counteroffer or another price that is higher than your offer but lower than the original listed price. You continue to negotiate this way until you reach an agreement or decide not to buy the house. After you and the seller agree on the purchase price, you will be expected to pay a deposit, which is a small percentage of 1 to 3% of the purchase price. This deposit or earnest money is proof of your intention to buy at the agreed upon price. If you change your mind, you forfeit this money to the seller. Otherwise, this amount becomes part of your down payment. To complete the deal, you must locate financing. Mortgage rates are published regularly in the real estate section of local newspapers as well as on the internet. Your real estate agent knows the current rates in the area and can guide you to the best deals. When you find the mortgage you want, you fill out a loan application and wait for approval. Once your loan is approved, your agent sets a closing date. On this date, you, the seller, lender, agent, and perhaps the lender's lawyer meet to sign the final papers. You may want your lawyer there to review the contract. At the closing, you pay your down payment. After all the papers are signed and checks exchanged, you will receive the keys and title to your new property.